is the one more time Major League Baseball breakdown here on Couch Potato Diary, because we continue to have a baseball season as the New York Yankees keep things alive for the World Series with a victory over the Dodgers last night. And you knew coming into this game that the Yankees would fight back. At least you assumed. Like, there was a part of you that was like, you know what, they might just go quietly into that night. And there it goes. But I think you had to expect that there was going to be a fight back from the Yankees. And that offensive eruption actually could be kind of important. I'm sure there is a better sign of this. Honestly, like the Kawhi picture in the back there, the 2019 Raptors, where Fred VanVleet just kind of sees the ball go through the hoop and all of a sudden turns into a different dude. And it comes off of having a kid and all that as well. But the one that I always go with was Mario Chalmers. I think it was the 11 NBA Finals. He was struggling mightily. And then sloppily gets fouled, hits a free throw, and basically couldn't miss the rest of the way because he just needed an easy one to just go in. And he became a bit of an X factor for that stacked Miami Heat team. And this could have that kind of an effect for the Yankees, just to finally get a few hits off of real-life human beings wearing Dodgers uniforms has to be at least a little bit of a help to this team to get that confidence back and get something going offensively, because a lot of the focus has been on Judge, and rightfully so. When you are the captain and you are making that amount of money, that amount of focus comes with it, and that amount of expectations come with it. And so when you suck, people going to point it out at you. And so, yes, a lot of the attention on him has been, I think, warranted. But I do also think that it has kind of masked just how bad the rest of this offense has been. Like we said yesterday, like Torres is getting on base, Soto is doing his thing, and Stanton's hitting the ball hard. Sometimes it is at people, sometimes it isn't, but he's hitting the ball hard. The rest of the lineup isn't doing shit right now. And you get Wells getting that home run swing for him going. He was, like I said the other day, he was hitting my dog's weight in the playoffs. This has been, it's been a struggle. And now to get that rally going yesterday, maybe it gives them a bit of a boost going into today. And this one, I mean, every game now is wildly important for the Yankees. Their next loss and their season is over. But it is the Gerrit Cole start. This is the one that we said coming into the series, they needed to win all of these. And you go from game 1 to now game 5. And this is, it's a legacy moment potentially for him as well. If they can somehow battle back in this series and do something no team has ever done in the World Series before, then if Gerrit Cole has a big outing tonight, he becomes a big part of that, and that becomes a gigantic part of his legacy. If they lose this game tonight, I don't think he gets the playoff choking moniker or anything like that, because he has been so good in playoffs past. But I think if he comes out and is brilliant again tonight, then we could have something pretty interesting on our hands. This one is still not the, if they win, then oh boy, watch out now, because you have Yamamoto just kind of this daunting figure waiting over either game 6 or 7 for the Dodgers here. And as this like absolutely dominant figure from game 2 who can now come out and shut you down. So yes, getting this one is obviously huge because it just keeps that ball rolling for the Yankees, gets you back to Los Angeles. But then you have this $325 million guy who pitched like he was worth every penny of that in the last game. That is still something hanging over this. So it is still a very long road for the Yankees. There are some times where team wins game 4 and game 5, and okay, well, they got the momentum now. But because it is now going back to Los Angeles and all of those things, it does just kind of put the brakes on that sort of a hype train a little bit. The one thing from a Dodger perspective, and I've been very clear about where my rooting interests lie in this series, but the one thing about this from a Dodger standpoint is I'm a little happy last night didn't work for them with the whole bullpen game and all of that. Like, I feel like you should have enough starting pitchers that you can have them for a 7-game playoff series. And so to not have that is, I get it's a sign of injuries and all of that, but to not have that is, I think, pretty gross. And so I am, if nothing else, happy that that has been rewarded here, and or not been rewarded, I guess, and that they're going to actually have to win this thing with an actual starting pitcher. And it makes the gray parts of my beard and head feel very happy, the old man yelling at cloud with that whole thing. So, World Series gets going, or continues tonight with Game 5.